Hello Andreas, are we building a new bike today?
Yes, we are.
Woo! What's up everyone, my name is Charles and welcome back to my cycling YouTube channel. In today's video, we are finally building the brand new gravel bike. You guys saw the unboxing and now I'm doing it with one of the best mechanics in Montreal, I would say. Hello Andreas.
Hey, that's me.
So, you've been building a lot of bikes.
For like 15 years at least. Before that, I was a car mechanic, so that's it.
Andreas, you also have your YouTube channel where you mostly talk about builds and you show your builds and everything bike related, right?
It's a really small channel where I build bikes, dream bikes.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it.
And do you consider this brand new 3T Exploro as a dream bike? Does it get into that category for you?
Is it a dream bike for you? Yeah, I guess so. It's a really nice bike. It's got a brand new group set from Campagnolo.
Yes.
It's really rare here, so yeah, I would say it's a dream bike. Prepping the flat mount bolts, making sure I have the right BB cup, getting the brakes ready. I'll show you how we're gonna route that internally. I've also prepared your bike, like your position is set.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Which is really important before fitting a bike like that because you don't want to cut hydraulic hoses like twice and make a mistake and everything. So your fit is done, so we'll be able to cut the steering column at the right height and then fit the brake hoses and the gear, like the gear cables the right length.
You quickly mentioned about cutting the steer tube. I'm really looking forward to that. You guys should, because Andreas has this special technique about it, so he's gonna show us how he does it. You already got the build a little bit started by doing all the boring stuff, but we'll do all the most interesting stuff to get today in video.
The idea is to, when you do bikes like that, is to get ready, prepare yourself.
Andreas, what's your thought about this handlebar? It has some kind of weird shape, and you've told me that 3T is a bit of an experiment. How would you explain that for this bike?
Consider 3T to be kind of a, it's like a design exercise. It's almost art because there's always like funky shapes and funky designs. So this handlebar is kind of a mix of a gravel and a road bar because it's got like straight hoods, but it's got a flare.
I mean, I'm kind of glad that it's, as you mentioned, it's a bit of a mix of a road and gravel because I'm still a roadie. Road is still my favorite part.
I'm kind of new to gravel too, and I mean it's just cycling. Like if you enjoy cycling, just get on a bike and bike. That's it. That's my idea.
Right, so Andreas, you just put some wheels here that are not mine. Can you explain why?
Yeah, since your tires are not fully installed on the rims, I'm using another set of wheels to set your handlebar angle.
Gotta see here, Andreas, this is the first time I see that the stem bolts are on the inside and not on the outside. What's your thought on them?
Personally, it would not be my first choice. It's really nice when you look at the bike from the front. Again, I think it's a design exercise, but that's it.
Yeah, I gotta say, it do look good.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, I had this conversation with shoes. So like cycling shoes are not designed to be walked on, right?
Yeah,
designed to be cycling. So that's why they're awkward to walk. Good cycling shoes. So I mean, this is a bit the same. This is not designed to be taken off. It's designed to be installed, looking nice, working well. So that's my thought. That's why they're hidden behind there.
Yeah, I guess so. And maybe because it's aero.
Yes. I mean, boats can be slow if they point forward here.
Yeah, it's an aero gravel bike.
Yes, it is. It is. It's one of the most aero gravel bike on the market, actually. That's what the marketing material says. We're gonna test it out. So did you already mark where you're gonna cut?
Yeah.
It's done before. And now you need to talk to us about your special technique. How is a bad way to cut a fork and what is the right way to do it according to you?
Well, there's probably many good ways to do it and many bad ways to do it. A bad way to do it would be not to measure properly.
Yep.
And trying to do it too fast. It's hard to explain why people don't work correctly. So the reason I thought about this technique is because these guides that people tend to use, there's such a big gap between one side of the tool and the other side of the tool.
Yep.
Which means that cut can have like a difference in the height of, I don't know, like 3 millimeters at least. To me, this is unacceptable. So I developed a technique where like it's super straight. I'm still using the tool, but I'm not using the guide. Could you imagine cutting here?
I mean, I would have to go really slam.
The paper towel is just so the tool doesn't clamp on the carbon directly.
Okay.
And it also allows me to rotate the fork in the tool like this.
Oh, okay, I see.
That way I don't damage the fork.
Yeah, which is pretty important.
Yeah, sure. It's super important. Once you measure, I take a reference on one side and then I just make sure that the tape I applied is perfectly straight.
Got it.
Yeah.
Good. All right, let's do the fork cut, the most stressful part of a build, because if you fuck this up, you're in big trouble.
It happens often.
Yeah.
It happens so much often. So, not to me.
Yeah, because a lot of people, when they have problems at their own bike shops, they come to Andreas to fix them, and I'm sure a fork badly cut is surely happen.
It happens actually, unfortunately, quite often that I redo straight cuts on forks that were cut previously.
Now that's
Yeah.
a straight cut, huh?
It's a really straight cut.
So Andreas, you do have a detailed video on your channel about the cutting the fork, but what would you say it's the 2 advantages of doing it like that?
Well, it's really straight, so what happens is if you use an expander plug like this, it'll fit straight in the fork.
Yeah.
It will apply pressure evenly from inside. The other advantage is that, there's not going to be any carbon chip.
Wow, okay.
So that's it.
What are you doing here with a brake cable there?
Yeah,
Because it's hydraulic.
Yeah, the brake cable is, I'm using it as a guide.
Okay.
So these hoses come with that little hook here that's made to receive a gear cable, a shift cable. But I've modified mine so it's flat, so it won't take any more space. So you'll see it'll go in like this. I'm using the flat side, so it has the same diameter as the hose.
Okay.
And now we're gonna route that through the handlebars and then through the fork.
Got it. It's pretty nice, huh?
It's well thought.
There you go. It's already passed. That's great.
Yeah. And that hook here is a great invention from Campagnolo's part. And that I wish that other big companies would do the same.
Andreas, can you tell me why the front hose brake is that long, actually?
Yeah, this is super long. My guess is because people in the UK will use this side, like the left side, for the rear brake. So the hose is already long enough to reach
the rear
brake. Yeah.
Huh, okay. Like that. If there's some of you guys who does that, let us know in the comments below. So Andreas, building an internal routing bike, how many hours of work do you think it adds to the bike?
I would say a few hours at least, because there's always surprises. The worst bike I've had to assemble was a Specialized Alley, the one that took me the most time. The frame was really small, so there was the space around the bottom bracket area was really tight, so it was really hard.
Was it the Nicolet bike?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. when you see an alley sprint and a small, only one person came to mind, and it was him. Andreas, so what is this foam tube here that you were about to put inside of the bike?
These actually came with the frame. They're made to insulate the housing from the carbon, so that it doesn't do that snapping sound. That's it.
So you just put it in through the bottom bracket there?
Yeah, it's actually like a multi-step process. So it's
and is it only for the down tube part, or it also goes like a bit down in the chainstay?
I'll probably try to fit it under the bottom bracket as well.
Okay. Woo! De justesse?
We got lucky.
Almost, we almost lost it?
Yeah, I almost lost it. There we go.
Woo! This build is coming up together nicely. The routing is almost done. Alright, so Andreas, here we have the housing that goes straight under the BB here.
Yeah.
It will nicely fit.
Both housing will go under the BB. Rubber protection will also allow the hose not to move under the BB. So it will be really silent.
Nice.
I'm suspecting some mechanics don't install it because it can take a while to do. More and more companies give that housing, like that internal protection now with the frames. It's more common than before.
Okay. So now we are getting started with the caliper, the brakes, and you say we don't need to bleed them?
Yeah.
Can you explain that? That sounds counterintuitive.
So most systems, in particular this Campagnolo comes pre-bled, well not pre-bled, but there's oil in the system and this is closed and there's oil in the caliper. So we will manage to install the hose on the caliper without having any air coming in.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's great.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. It's great. It's a
You know what, Andreas? I'm glad that I hear positive vibes from you about Campagnolo, about this Ekar, because I know you're a tough mechanics, but hear that you approve this group set, it gives me peace of mind.
Yeah, I'm critical.
Critical, yeah,
Yes.
That's what I meant. Critical.
I like when stuff is well made, so this group set seems well thought of. Yeah, I'm eager to see how you like it.
Yeah.
We're doing something. We're using a Shimano tool to install the Campagnolo part.
I think the purists out there will be like, no, what are you doing? You cannot touch Campagnolo stuff with Shimano products.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I don't have the Jaguar tool. I have the Shimano tool. It's exactly the same purpose. It does the same job.
Yeah. All right, finally, the derailleur.
Yeah, the rear derailleur, super nice.
It does look great. A little bit of grease, always.
Yeah, especially here in Canada, we need grease because there's a winter.
I kind of plan to ride this bike in the winter.
Yeah.
At some point. I mean, the tire goes up to 61 mil, so I might put like some 50s with studs.
Look at that.
Ooh, it looks snappy, huh? So that's easier, and then... Woo! That feeling here. That felt interesting here.
It feels really good.
It's...
Yeah. It's very snappy. I like it. This frame is designed around the BB386.
Okay.
So it's a Campagnolo BB386 bottom bracket. So it should fit with the crank.
Nice.
And it's probably very good.
No creaking?
There won't be any creaking.
Yeah. Now applying a little bit of grease, of course.
Yeah. Haters will say don't put grease, put Loctite. We live in Canada, we have a lot of rain, we have snow. I use grease because it prevents water from coming in and it prevents creaking. And yeah, with our weather, you need lubricant. So let's do the installation. So that's one side.
Yep. Perfectly straight.
It most probably is.
Alright, Andreas, so I see here, why is this crank halfway on one side and the halfway of the spindle on the other side?
The reason why, I don't know, maybe it's a patent thing. This system is called like an earth attachment. So basically it's two halves joining in like this. And that's the concept Campagnolo uses. The reason why, I'm not sure.
Okay. Do you think there's any gains or efficiency, or just because to not do like the others?
Yeah, maybe that's just it to be different.
Yeah, cool. So is it easy to install?
Yeah,
or?
it's really easy to install. Spin or HAMBINI spin?
I mean, what's that? What's a HAMBINI
You
spin?
want to do a HAMBINI spin? So
Does it pass the test?
I think it passed the test.
Yeah, it looks pretty sweet there.
I hope HAMBINI fans will be satisfied.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Yep.
We're gonna use the torque wrench.
Always use a torque wrench.
Yeah. You should always use a torque wrench.
Good.
Yeah,
Ooh.
good.
Spin test?
Another HAMBINI.
Yeah, that's good enough. Huh?
Yeah, it's good.
Ooh. All right, so what's next, Andreas, for this build?
Tubeless, then the discs, then install the wheels, the chain, and the
Test.
bar-tape.
Why is there an inner tube in there?
So the reason why there's an inner tube is because before doing the tubeless conversion, I use a tube so that the tire seats on the rim on one side, so it's much easier to convert to tubeless after.
Got it. You just let that overnight?
Yeah. I leave it there like a day or two. And
Okay.
that's it. Now we're gonna install the valves, close the tire, and put the sealant. That's it.
If someone have a problem with putting hair in a tubeless sealant, that's what you would recommend? Just put a tube in for a couple hours, and then after that, put the tubeless sealant so the tire will have its shape around the wheel?
Exactly, that's it. That's the purpose of it.
Awesome, that's good. Wait, yes?
Yeah.
Woo! One arm, eh? Damn!
Yeah, I mean, people struggle with tubeless,
Yeah.
and I mount them with a hand pump.
That's it.
That's it.
I heard the pop. Alright guys, so using Muc-off Scellant. Big shout out to them. I love Muc-off. HLC hooked it up. The more the better?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Huh?
Keep in mind that if you have two wheel sets with two sizes of cassette, it might be trickier.
Okay.
But no, it's like any one-by system.
Got it. Woo! Pretty hot, huh?
Yeah, it's really hot.
So let's finish. All we need left is bar tape.
Yeah, we're just gonna make sure the levers are set right.
Okay.
And then we're gonna do the bar tape.
Good.
And you're gonna test it. Yeah, let's.
Right now we're at the really end. It's time to put the bar tape. Do you have a special technique?
Do you want what I call EUROSTYLE, starting from the top, or do you want classic North American, starting from the bottom with finishing tape at the top?
Man, I think if it's an Italian bike, so we go Euro style and.
Yeah, okay. Let's do EUROSTYLE.
Euro style?
Yeah.
I've never had a Euro style.
Okay.
So.
Okay, let's do it.
What is the advantage of a Euro style bar tape?
There's absolutely none. It's just for style.
Yes, it's looking great. So clean. Comfortable too. What are you doing here, Andreas?
Just making sure the bar tape starts evenly on both
Oh
sides.
my god. There's so much attention to details.
So
Wow.
I'm referring. That's it.
Wow.
Reference mark.
It's so simple, but yeah, I'm sure
It just, yeah.
not a lot of people do it.
Most things are simple, you just have to think about it.
Yeah. we're outside. Is it the end? Are we done here with the build?
Yes, we're done with the build. It's a great bike, great looking bike. Campagnolo Ekar is great. What do you think? Do you like it? Are you excited about riding your bike?
Dude, I cannot wait. It will be my first aero gravel bike. It looks super good. You build it super well. How was your experience building a 3T compared to other gravel bike that you've been doing? Easier, harder, just the same?
I don't want to be boring, but it's very similar like to other gravel bikes.
Yep.
You can see small details are like well thought of. It's a good bike.
Cool. And now if people want to learn more about what you do, Andreas, where can they find you online? You have a YouTube channel you want to plug in?
Yeah, I have my YouTube channel,
yep.
which is just my name, Andreas_eam, bike builds, and I have rollers videos, and that's it for now. Like, building bike is super long, and editing movies is super long.
Yeah.
So, I'm taking a break from it, but yeah, I'm posting videos soon. Yeah.
Cool. Well, thanks, Andreas. Guys, definitely check it out. The link will be in the description down below. Go give Andreas a follow. Watch his videos. They're great. They're super fun to watch as well.
You can try the PRE-BLED back.
Yeah.
Every Tuesday nights, Gravel X Montreal is a small collective we started with friends. So if you want to ride gravel and do cyclocross practice, you should join us, Charles.
Yes, I'll try to. All right, guys. So if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget, leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you aren't already. If you want to learn more about 3T bikes, there will be a link in the description down below. Check them out. They're really nice. So massive thanks to them for providing the frame, the components, everything for this build for me to ride. So super excited. All right, my name is Charles, and I will see you guys on the road or into the next video. Peace.